Hey guys, Rory1694 here playing the new zombie map Buried on the third DLC that Block Ops has released. This map is really big. It's kind of like a giant maze when you actually get to the beginning part, which is underground. I was playing solo play when I started playing, and the solo play, as you know, is pretty difficult if you're by yourself because all the zombies are coming towards you. On this strategy, so I want to recommend this strategy if you're playing with multiple people. But on solo play, what I did was I stood up here and I tried to gain as many points as possible, because above this first area there's the LSAT, which is a light machine gun, which I feel like is really helpful. So what I did was I stayed up here, ran up here, got the LSAT, and only if you're playing multiplayer, only one person can get the LSAT. Meaning once you get the LSAT, everybody falls through the ground like that. So there's two ways you can go, left or right. On this playthrough, I went right, and I feel like this is the best place to go because there's actually a part which was behind me, which I jumped back to get, and I'm pretty sure it's a crystal to the new gun called the Paralyzer. And there's also an orb up here. The orb is, I believe, part of the new Easter egg. I haven't solved it yet, though. So I shot the orb and was working my way towards the actual in town. This map has a lot of close quarters, kind of like Die Rise and some of the parts on Mob of the Dead. So you have to stay on your toes. So I go down here, and it's the saloon, and by the saloon is next to the power room. The power room is right here, and I would recommend turning on the power first, because that's how you can get, obviously, how you get all your perks. So now I'm in the candy room, which underneath here actually has claymores. I didn't pick them up though. So I kept killing them, and the saloon, also the building that I jumped across to the power room, has a booze bottle in there, which you have to use to control the giant zombie, and also has a Bowie knife. Some people say to use the Bowie knife, but I feel like it's absolutely terrible, so I don't use it, because it really doesn't. It only lasts like 3 rounds. In this room I just jumped into, underground, has these chalkboards. Well, these chalkboards are actually used. You can select these guns, and where you see a question mark, the guns will appear. You can only want to have one selected at a time. As you see, I'm going through all of them, and I figured out that you can only have one selected at a time. So after this room, and checking it out, as you see, there's a bunch of debris fields too. These debris fields you can't buy out like you can the other debris fields. These debris fields are actually used. You have to use the giant zombie for, which was coming up in the vid. He breaks down the barriers so you have an access to other areas. And back there you saw Mule Kick. Going back to the strategy I talked about, when you actually get down here using the strategy, you're already on round 5. And the zombies are actually really, it's actually kind of gets really tough because they just come in hordes. So that's why I want to recommend it. And when I said earlier about the 2 ways, there's actually 3 ways. You can drop straight down, go left, which goes to a bridge that breaks and can go down. You have to watch for that little pit too, because you'll fall down it. The right way is actually the way you get back to the main beginning where the quick revive's at. So I go there, and when you turn left, that directly sends you to where the cell is. The cell holding the giant zombie. The mystery box always starts out there. Every time I played it, started out right there. And as you see, a question mark's up there where you can do the random gun. But yeah, this hole is where the zombie's at. You get the key off the wall, unlock it, and you have to use booze to, you feed him booze and he'll get aggressive and start breaking stuff. You can also use the booze for him to actually follow you where you want him to break debris fields. Like right to the left where I'm facing right now, is where the jug is. I didn't get jug when I played because I didn't know he could follow you, but he'll follow you. When he follows you, you give him the booze and he breaks down things. This is one of those maps too where you want to get everything early, because if you don't, it's hard to get the stuff you legitimately need. As you can see, Jug's right there. If it's like a certain amount of time, if you don't do anything with him, he'll actually go back into his cell. And I thought you could wait one round for it to come back, but I don't know how long it takes. Also, in this room, there's actually like 3 parts I saw. I don't know if they go to a paralyzer or something else. There's also a locker, weapon locker to place your stuff in. And he just wanders around until you get booze for him to follow you. It's like the 4th time I played through, I was in that room where he starts out at, and there's a booze bottle after I used the first one respawned. I don't know if that's a glitch or a part of it. But yeah, I ran in here, got the booze bottle, ran back out. But the time I ran back out, he was already back in his cell, and I couldn't get him out. So I don't know what the deal with that is. When I start making more videos about this with my friends, I'll actually have a full guide and a strategy that I'll use to easily get to like a 30 or 40 rounds. I didn't get the Ray Gun Mark II yet either. I haven't seen it or played with it yet. The Ray Gun, I feel like a lot of people don't like it because it gives splash damage, but I think it's a good gun to get out of the box, no matter the circumstances, because it's powerful and kills them in one shot. As I said, this was through many playthroughs. On this playthrough, I found out about how to use the booze, and see he'll follow you, and the jug is actually right behind me. But before I messed up here. But what you have to do is turn on the power, because if you don't turn on the power, he won't break the debris that the perks are behind. He'll go after zombies trying to attack you. I did not know this, and I lost that booze bottle. Later today, I'll put more videos of the 4 new maps too. Please like and subscribe. Like I said, follow me on Twitter at P_Rody1694, and follow my new Twitter at Rody1694, and like my Facebook page. This is Rody1694 signing out.